Sophia,
Yeah.
so what did you think of episode 1 of Chainsaw Man?
I thought it was really cool.
Now, here's what I think. I think in episode 2, we're going to get more characters. We're going to get to know a little bit more about the world of the Chainsaw Man anime. And I'm predicting episode 2 is going to be more enjoyable than episode 1. I mean, we got a big rush from episode 1 because it was the first time. We had that beautiful, beautiful gore.
Yeah.
But I do think episode 2 is going to be even better. I think it's going to just keep elevating as the season goes along. What do you think?
I think it's going to be really cool. There's going to be more world building, and we're going to see more characters. So I'm excited for that.
So how about we go ahead and get started?
Okay.
All right. So we got this car going down the road, and I guess this is after, what's her name, picked up Denji.
Yeah.
So I guess he's on the way to wherever they're going. I think the name of the episode was On the Way to Tokyo.
Yeah, I think they're taking him to, like, the headquarters-y place.
So I think we're going to learn about exactly what the headquarters is.
Yeah.
Oh, there's the Yes or Wolf. She told him he's a dog. Remember that?
Yeah.
So I got to say, so far, this has followed the anime. The anime has followed the manga really, really closely.
Oh, yeah, it definitely has. A lot more than some animes.
And you get dogs that aren't helpful, guess what? You put them down. That's what you just said. Oh, yeah, just a little flashback to that hug. And look at that, all those dead zombies. That is crazy how many dead people. So he doesn't like being treated like a dog, but I think there's this interesting symmetry about Pochita, who he treated like a dog. But Pochita wasn't a dog. You know, Pochita was a devil.
Yeah, I think it's weird. He kind of, I don't know, he has this weird relationship with being treated like a dog.
And he has this weird relationship with food. So she's talking about breakfast, and she's telling him she'll feed him anything he wants, and he doesn't know how to deal with that.
Yeah.
She's giving him his jacket. I think he's seeing her as a little bit attractive now.
Yeah.
And he's standing up in the car. And you can really see the filed off teeth there well.
Maybe he doesn't want to, like, wrinkle the jacket.
Yeah. Look at her eyes, how weird they look. Like bullseyes.
Yeah. I hate her.
So during the OP, I do like to remind folks that I have a Patreon now, and I know a lot of you are already members of the Patreon. But if you're not, go ahead and check it out, because there should be a link down in the video description. Just go see what's going on over there. Maybe you want to join the club. Thank you. Also with the OP, I don't know if you've seen this or not, but people pointed out there's a lot of cinematic references in this OP. Like a lot of Quentin Tarantino. That's the Jesus from The Big Lebowski, one of my favorite movies from the Coen brothers. That looks like Jim and the Holograms there with Power. And then people showed a whole lot of other references here that I can't quite recall them all. Mm-hmm. But this OP is just chock full of cinematic Hollywood references.
It's really fun though. That makes
I love it. I think it's great.
It's so cool.
Yes. Beautiful, beautiful OP. And I've heard the ED is supposed to be different music every episode.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because we had that fun, rock and hair metal last time. I wonder what they'll have this time.
Oh, that's actually really cool. I don't think I've seen anything do that before.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't seen all that many things, but I'm all for anything that's cool or new or different.
Yeah.
So here they are at breakfast. I want to see what he ordered. It's a ramen shop for breakfast. I'm telling you, Japanese breakfast is like Japanese lunch or dinner. I was watching Junji Ito anime where they were having breakfast in the hospital, and that hospital food looked delicious. It looked like what we had for dinner last night.
Ooh, yeah. Well, that might just be an American culture thing, though. Why our breakfast? Because our breakfast is a lot more sweeter than everywhere else in the world.
I know in the UK they like to eat beans for breakfast.
Yeah, no, I would never be able to get behind that.
So he's talking about how the chainsaws actually cut his own skin as they come out when he transforms and he's low on blood. I like that.
Ugh.
Oh, and he's telling her how Pochita became his heart, because remember last episode we were talking about that, and here's the expose. They didn't just the exposition. He didn't just bond with Pochita, but Pochita actually became his heart. And I like this. She's telling him, he's kind of a first of his kind. There's not even a name for a devil-human hybrid, which I say you'd call a dybrid or a hevel. I don't know. A hoovel. Ooh, she can smell, kind of like Tanjiro, right? Is Tanjiro the one who smells on Demon Slayer?
Yes, Tanjiro's the one that smells.
Yeah, so she's telling him Pochita's actually still alive in there because he's that human smell and that devil smell. I think that's cool. He thinks it's cool too. Look at that. He's about to pass out. Yeah, he lost a lot of blood when he became Chainsaw Man.
Oh, and I guess he hasn't eaten in a while, huh?
Yeah, she needs to feed him some udon. Oh, he said udon the same time I did. Well, how's that? How's that for? Ooh, it's got a fish cake or something on top.
Looks good.
Yeah, you hear his stomach growling? He's asking permission to eat her udon. Oh, is she going to feed him? What's her name now? Makimara or something like that? Makimara? Yeah.
I hate her.
Yeah, that's what I'm hearing. But some guys like her dump truck bottom.
Ew.
Soggy udon. I guess he's been out for a while because the udon got... She's feeding him like a dog. Oh, my goodness. I'm trying to figure out why the way I have to record these episodes bleaches the color out so much.
I think it could be the light from the...
Yeah. But Makima, maybe I need to figure out another way to do it. But anyway, Makima is really, she's into the dingy type. She's lying. She's just saying this because she knows it can manipulate him, right?
Yeah.
He's a teenage boy who has like two things on his mind. One of them is food, and I'm not going to say the other. Oh, okay, you said it.
Oh, are they? Oh, man.
Oh, yeah, he's
they
now...
changed that scene.
So how did they change it?
Well, originally, he went and fought a devil, and he was like, oh, but what about my udon? And she's like, well, you better get back before it gets soggy. And he doesn't get back before it gets soggy.
So they did cut out of that part.
Yeah.
I didn't even remember that part. But I do remember this when she shows them the Tokyo headquarters for the Devil Hunters. And they're like government Devil Hunters.
Yeah.
But there's also... Yeah, the civilians, the private devil hunters are part of the ones there, but public safety are like the government devil hunters, which is funny they call it public safety, because here that's like the people make sure you don't trip on the sidewalk or whatever.
I know.
I mean, she's got to be at least 8 years older than him, right? I mean, she's like a young urban professional, and he was like a kid living in a shack. I'm picturing him as like a teenager and her as an adult.
Well, I'm not going to give any spoilers because I know.
Oh, you know her age?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, here's where the uniform comes out. And this is a big Dorohedoro moment because, the guy with the heart on his head in Dorohedoro wears a suit like this, like what these guys wear. I like Aki. Because Aki's who he becomes roommates with, right?
Yeah. Aki's pretty cool.
He wanted to stay with Makima the whole time, and now he's got to work with a boy.
At first, I didn't really like Aki, but he grew on me.
Yeah, me too. But he's telling him, you're not even in her league. You see what she hears him saying on the way out. Oh, she's so manipulative. See, that's so manipulative.
I hate
telling him,
her.
I know, if you do a good job, we can work. Oh, tying his tie for him like a mom? That's really sending mixed messages, isn't it? Her eyes, though. I can't get over how her eyes look. If I met somebody in real life with eyes like that, I would be, like, mesmerized, I think.
would just assume that they're contacts.
Oh, you're right. You're right about that. And I'm smart enough, I should have known that.
You're...
So the going down an alleyway. Oh, he's going to fight him and show him how tough the public safety agents are. Look at that. Yeah. It's like I'm inducting you into the club the hard way. This is what you get. He's like showing him this is what you get if you don't follow the rules.
I know.
Like if you disobey, then don't think that you get off scot-free. I'm showing you who the boss is. It's like when two dogs in a house together and trying to see who's dominant.
Yeah.
And one of them starts like snapping at the other one.
He's telling
him
to
quit. I'm going to do it again.
He told him to quit.
You need to quit or I'll do it again. This is, I guess he's prejudiced against him because he's half demon or devil, I mean.
No, I think he doesn't know.
Oh, he's more offended by the payday. Because, Denji needed money so bad.
Yeah.
And he says everybody who does it for the money ends up getting killed. So he's actually trying to save his life here. You follow me?
Yeah. Well,
So
yeah,
even though it looks like he's being a jerk at first, a bully, it turns out he's trying to like save his life. Oh, he threw the lit cigarette on him. And then spit to put it out. That's kind of a cool move.
Denji kind of can't quit though, otherwise he'll be killed.
Yes, because that's probably what this guy doesn't know is that he has already had the gauntlet thrown down that you're a devil. So, right in the family jewels.
Oh my gosh.
He gave him the knee to the nuts, man. I love this bass line in the music. You're probably young, don't really care so much about bass lines.
Oh my gosh, he keeps
when I fight a dude, I hit him in the nuts.
Gosh.
It's nuts or nothing. And you know what the trick is?
Just keep going.
No, Denji's only got one, so they might miss. Yeah, it only hurts him half as bad as it hurts the other guy.
I guess.
But since he bonded with Pochita, his eye grew back. Do you think
maybe his nut grew back?
Oh, he's like saying, I had sausage for breakfast with my udon, and I'll take a beating all day long to get free breakfast. He's like me, I love breakfast, most important meal of the day. It's like, I will take all the beatings. I'm willing to die for udon and sausage, because I lived in a shack with a devil dog, and I ate cigarettes for breakfast. Oh, I love it when... This is like Marvel. Do you know in Marvel, whenever two superheroes meet for the first time, they always have to fight?
Yeah. I feel like that happens a lot in animes. It's just kind of a common
trope.
Well,
they probably, were influenced by Western comic books, because anime is manga. Oh, right back to the nuts.
Going back for the nuts.
But the thing is, the guy is not protecting his nuts.
I know.
Like, you kick me in the nuts once, shame on you. Kick me in the nuts 7 times, shame on me. I should run away at the very least.
I know, get a cup.
Oh man, have you watched much Game of Thrones?
I've seen like most of season 1.
Oh, there's a guy in Game of Thrones, I don't want to spoil too much, but he gets his nuts cut off.
Oh.
And then in a fight, somebody kicks him in the nuts, and he just smiles and then beats him up. And that's like his superpower's not having nuts. Unit. Oh, he does not like being paired with Denji. And I know we're talking a lot, but we've read the anime. Like, there's not really a whole lot of new here, so we still know what's going on, even though we're talking a lot. Oh, now she's explaining to him for the first time Denji's condition. I feel like
she should have led with that.
But that's Makima. Makima doesn't do what makes sense. God, you know what I mean?
I despise her.
Yeah.
So much.
I kind of like her, but I haven't read as much of the manga as you have.
This whole time, everybody's going to hear me complain about how much I don't like her.
It might be a boy versus girl thing, too, with Makima. I don't know.
No, I just know who she is, and I know everything she's done, and I do not like her.
Oh, he's telling him that Denji's going to be disposed of as a devil if he breaks the rules. Mm-hmm. You're an indentured servant until you die, is what she just told him.
Oh my gosh.
There's no retiring for Denji, no matter how much money he saves up.
Unless he dies.
Yeah. Trying to tell him to count his blessings, basically. Like, be glad she's not meaner to you than she already is.
Yeah.
So, what's the dark-haired guy's name again?
Aki.
So, is Aki brainwashed by Makima?
I think so. Well, kind of.
I cannot get over Makima's eyes, though.
It's really cool.
He just wants another hug. He's willing to be Chainsaw Man to get that hug. Oh, I remember this part.
Oh.
He loves the jam and bread for the first time in his life. He's had jam on bread. Could you imagine a life so like deprived of comfort that you don't even get jam on bread till you're 16 or whatever old Denji is? Look at that. He loves it. Look at the mess. It's like our dog got into the jelly. That's what it looks like. She calls him a dog. And he's probably never been in a bathtub. Look at that. Yeah. He is just loving the simple things in life. Sophia, how many times do we take bathtubs and toilet bowls? Don't fall asleep on the toilet. That's what you do in college when you have too much to drink is fall asleep on the toilet.
I think I've fallen asleep.
Oh, no, you better not.
He used all the toilet paper. That's something I can relate to. Oh my
I
gosh.
love all the roommate stuff. It reminds me of my college days when I had roommates. But he's a roommate with a feral child, like a guy who has no idea how to live amongst society. So good. The cops have found a devil, so I'm hoping we get a little Chainsaw Man action here because I'd be disappointed. Oh, is he carrying an axe?
I think so.
Yeah, that's a nice axe or hatchet or whatever. They call that a bearded axe in Viking lore. Because the way that the blade goes down a little bit lower than the base. Yeah.
I thought it was just like
a fiend. So they're fighting the fiend, which is a devil that took place the human. I remember this now. So we're going to see this fiend. He's talking about their characteristic heads, so we will know which one of these people is the fiend. But I like this, a reanimated corpse. Oh, there's that oh, look at the mouth. It's like pinchers eating the bird. That's straight from the manga, right? Oh, so he's saying, you kill him. Go ahead. Become Chainsaw Man. So why does he even need an axe if he has to become Chainsaw Man every time he fights a devil? Or a fiend in this case. Yeah, this guy's going to kill them devil. Oh, he's just taking the axe. He didn't even transform. He just beheaded the guy. But I don't think that stops a fiend, right?
I don't remember.
Yeah, it's a good question. When I kill devils with my power, they get way messed up. So he's worried he might get stuck in an in-between stage. Because technically, I guess he is a fiend. He's a human corpse possessed by a devil. You got me?
Yeah.
Oh, he's telling him, you're a fiend. He's a fiend. Don't worry about it. Just do it. And then we see Ike. What's his name?
Aki.
Aki talking about how his family got killed by devils.
Yeah. As if Denji hasn't gone through hell and back.
But
Denji around devils.
Denji is still, though, just motivated by his father's debt and his very, very, very horrible life. More than any hatred of devils.
Oh, okay, yeah. I forgot that he was friends with Pochita. They have conflicting views.
Yeah.
Because he absolutely hates devils, but
Pochita
his only friend was a devil.
And who saved his life. And he is a fiend, if you think about that definition. He died and was brought back to life by being possessed by a devil. The reason he didn't is because he wanted I remember this part now. He wanted the girly magazines. Oh, he talked about how he had sympathy and everything. The truth is, he's just an adolescent boy who wanted the you-know-what magazines. You see the language he used there.
Gosh.
It's so funny. He just used that as a cover story. You don't want to destroy the papers. He's living the dream. His dream, dirty magazines, bread and butter, sausage for breakfast. That's his dream. That's it. What a simple dream. You don't want to be a star or a millionaire. He wants food, dirty magazines, and a bathtub. Yeah, good food, good magazine. Hanging around with a hot chick who doesn't really like him. He calls it a 10 out of 10 now. But most people call it a 3, but he started from such a low place. I love it. Oh, man, this is such a good property. Such a good story. Why is he looking at her shirt so closely?
Because he's a teenage boy.
What is he? Oh, no! He wants to touch her,
The booba.
That's his only dream. He's like,
gosh.
my life should be 10 out of 10, but something is missing, and you think it's going to be existential.
Something round and plump.
It's touching Tune in Tokyo, and he's in Tokyo. A guy in Tokyo wants to tune in Tokyo. That's crazy. He's going to try to touch the picture. My goal is to touch. This show is so good. Oh, this whole story is so good.
Imagine your whole life's purpose is to just touch a pair of chesticles.
Sorry, but for some people it boils down to that. That's why you got to stay away from boys. Who's his new partner here? Who's his new partner? Oh, she's a fiend. I thought she was a straight up devil.
No, she's a fiend.
Okay. Prostate.
I love Power.
See how she's got the sharp teeth like Denji does?
Yeah.
But he had his sharp teeth before he bonded with Denji.
I think he was just like that.
With the Pochita. I think we're going to find out something happened to him even before Pochita. Oh, he's looking at her shirt again. He was starting to argue with her, and then he saw those two things.
The devil's doorknobs.
Oh, man. So, should he trust Power? We have to find out. She could be a mentor, she could be a girlfriend, or she could be bad news. We'll just have to wait and see what she is.
Or she could just be a buddy.
Yeah. Or a friend, yeah. That's what I meant by mentor, because she's a fiend and he's kind of a new fiend. So his advantage is, like she has her horns that are there all the time.
Yeah.
The guy that they just killed had his jaws, the mandibles that were out all the time. What do you want to call those things? Like a praying mantis has. But he is able to hide his fiend deformity and just use it when he pulls the string.
Yeah.
I guess the string is his fiend deformity. Then he pulls it and goes full on devil.
He's not really like.
Oh man, I saw his
true
axe.
Fiend, though.
I saw his axe and I was going to kill that cat for a minute. How do I get my hands on those you know whats? That's all. That one track mind on that teenage boy. Oh, he's got his ID. She's teaching him how to handle it.
Yeah. I love Power. She's so funny.
I don't know if I like her.
I do. Especially when we get to see her backstory.
Well, I don't know if I like her. I don't want to spoil anything.
She gets better as it goes on.
Yeah. He's feels set up by all this. Yeah, he says, well, I'm with Power. I just got to do these routine things. And look at that. It's like he's taunting him in his mind. Oh, did you see Pie? Cool. Oh, I love Power's eyes. How come? Oh, I need to get some contacts like that. Oh, man, she is running off. It's like a Sherlock Holmes quote, by the way. The game is afoot. Straight from Sherlock Holmes. Oh, so we got this guy saying it's... Oh, look at the devil! That's the finger devil or something.
The sea cucumber devil.
Oh, but it's got fingers in the sea cucumber. Is that the victims? Oh, she makes a blood hammer! I forgot about that. Oh!
Who's scared of a sea cucumber?
That's what I was going to ask, because the story with devils will be revealed, but they represent fears.
Yeah.
And people are afraid of chainsaws, but nobody's afraid of a sea cucumber. I'm sure somebody's afraid of everything. So that's the episode.
Oh, that was so cool.
So what do you think?
I think that whoever's scared of sea cucumbers needs to get their life in check.
There was no Chainsaw Man this episode.
Yeah.
So I'm going to say at the beginning, I thought this was going to be the better episode. I take it back because the Chainsaw Man slaughtering the demons, and it was also gory, or the zombies rather. That was so cool.
Uh-huh.
And this was a good episode. The first episode was better.
This was more exposition and setting up what's going to happen.
So you notice this CD was different than the last one. Because the last one was like a black screen with some hair metal. Mm-hmm. This is a little more poppy.
Yeah.
But it's also heavy on the bass, a little bit of funk. It kind of fits with that bass line that was running through the episode and that bass line that's all in the intro, which I really like because in my very first podcast, I had this bass line heavy theme song. So I love the bass line. But I think, other than a few things here or there, I think that are just changes made for time.
Yeah.
I think it's following the anime's following the manga really closely.
It is following really well.
And it is such an incredible manga that I'm glad. But the nice thing is, this is in color. So the manga, the blood, you don't get to see all the blood splatters. You don't get to see the pink sea cucumber. You don't get to really appreciate those eyes on people like Makima and on Power in the manga. So it's so great to see this.
Uh-huh.
I mean, this is fast becoming something that could challenge Attack on Titan as my all-time favorite anime. And, Jujutsu Kaisen from MAPPA was probably Jujutsu Kaisen, Attack on Titan, favorite MAPPA things. This is quickly going up that list.
Oh, yeah. This is so cool. I love it so much. It's probably one of my favorite manga series anyways.
Yeah.
So I'm super stoked that it's on the screen. You know, you get to see it moving. There's certain things you can't capture in drawings that you can in like actual animation. So
Sure.
It's really cool.
Well, you know what? Now I'm super excited for episode 3 next week.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
And with that, I'm just going to say I'm proud of you for watching anime, and I will talk to you again soon.
Bye.
I just want to say a big thank you to everyone who supports the channel on Patreon. It really means a lot to me. If you might be interested in Patreon perks like early access to videos, uncut reaction videos, ad-free videos, and the opportunity to vote on which anime will be covered in the future, then click on the link in the video description. Thank you.